So you decided to become a makeup artist. You have the kit, you have the makeup, you have the brushes, all the tools, but now how do you grow your business? You don't really know what to do, what steps you need to take. Things just aren't magically coming to you. Today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why you are a struggling makeup artist. So this is something that happens to all of us. We all struggle in the beginning. Nobody just magically becomes a wonderful makeup artist with incredible business skills and they know how to grow their brand. If you do, that's amazing, but that's just not typically what happens. So I've been in the makeup industry for almost 20 years, and I can tell you that I have been through it. I've been through the struggle. I've worked for several companies at a time. I have freelanced, I've apprenticed, I have tried to do everything that I can to be successful and be the best makeup artist that I can be. So through a career's worth of trial and error, here are my 10 reasons why you are a struggling makeup artist. Reason number 1 is your craft hasn't fully developed yet. And that is okay. We all have to start somewhere, but you need real life experience to build your craft. There's the educational end of it where you're actually learning how to do makeup, but beyond that, learning how to do different things like photo shoots, stuff like that, you really need to actually get in there and do it. So one thing I suggest is trade for photos, which is super common for people that are just starting out, particularly in the hair and makeup fields and photography and things like that. You want to trade your makeup artist skills for the photos in return. And I don't know if Model Mayhem is still a thing, but I used to use Model Mayhem all the time, and that's where I would find models. So they would do a trade for photo kind of situation. I would find a photographer that is trying to build their portfolio as well, and we would all work for free, but we would trade goods. I would do the makeup for free, the model would pose for free and get the photos. I would get photos, the photographer gets to build their portfolio with a model and a makeup artist, so the shoot comes together. And that is just, it's a great way for you to kind of dive in. You get to experiment doing different types of makeup, working with different skin types, skin tones, all of that good stuff. So definitely try doing something like that because it is going to be such a game changer. Reason number 2, you are not embracing the hustle. So when you are trying to grow your business, you have to get out there and you have to hustle. And by hustle, I mean you need to be passing out business cards. You need to go team up with local businesses. You need to wear great makeup yourself because your face is your calling card. You need to just eat, sleep, live makeup. You need to answer phone calls and emails quickly because then people are going to trust you and they're going to want to work with you. You need to network, go to networking events, talk to other vendors who can refer their clients to you, and you need to do the same for them. All of these things are so important because they're going to help you grow your business, but it is a hustle. You have to be on it and you have to just be ready to spread the word. Reason number 3, maybe you aren't being dependable. Being dependable is always being on time, and by on time I mean early. You have to get in touch with your clients right away. Get back to their phone calls and their emails. Again, super important with communication. You have to show that you're dependable, and that will make clients want to hire you, and it will make vendors want to refer you, make friends want to refer you. You have to show that you're in it to win it and that you're there 100% for your client. Otherwise, why would they want to hire you? Piggybacking off of that one is reason number 4, which is you aren't building lasting relationships with your clients. When you're building a relationship with your client, you want to let them know that you're invested in them. You want to build a relationship with them so that they feel like they trust you and they're going to want to hire you again. Listen to what they have to say. Ask them how their kids are doing. Ask them how work is going. Let them in on your life a little bit. I mean, just make a relationship almost like a friend. There's a boundary there, but almost like a friend. They're not only going to continue to hire you whenever they need makeup, but they're also going to trust that they can refer their friends to you as well. And that just will keep trickling on. I can't tell you how many people I've had refer me to one of their friends, and then their friends will refer me to another friend, and I just keep getting more clients that way. It's so important to be kind and respect your clients and build a relationship with them. The fifth reason why you're struggling is imposter syndrome. And this is a hard one to get past because we've probably all gone through it, but you have to feel like you're good at what you do. If you don't feel like you're good at it, then you feel like you're tricking people into hiring you. And it can be kind of hard to dig yourself out of that. The definition of imposter syndrome is the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. We have all felt this, I feel like. I know I definitely have. And for a long time, I felt like I was tricking people into believing that I was a good makeup artist. And it took a while for me to finally realize I'm actually a really good makeup artist. I can't compare myself to others. You cannot compare yourself to others. First of all, makeup artists are artists. So each artist is going to have a different technique and a different style, and that is fine. Not everybody is going to do their makeup like Susie YouTube over here that does like big, crazy, bold. I typically do a more natural look, and that's fine. And a lot of my clients are more natural brides or everyday women, and that's fine. I can do big, bold looks, but it's not my typical vibe. And that's fine. You can't compare yourself to other artists. You can't compare yourself to what you see in magazines or on the internet, whatever people look at now on Pinterest. So just know that you are good. Know your self-worth. Know that if you're lacking in any areas, you can learn how to improve it and you'll be fine. Reason number 6, you're not continuing your education. It is so important to understand that trends and styles and techniques change and evolve, and you need to stay current with the trends. So make sure that you are continuing your education. Take classes online, go do seminars, look at some people on YouTube. I don't like encouraging a lot of people to go look at YouTube makeup artists because there's a difference between putting makeup on yourself and being a makeup artist. Totally different. Do everything you can to continue your education. Apprentice under other artists. Whatever you need to do, but just make sure you're constantly trying to learn and grow your craft. Reason number 7, your portfolio is lacking. So again, if you're in the beginning of your career, Trade for Photo is a really great option because it's an easy way to grow your portfolio, but just try to reach out to photographers. Just do you need makeup for this? Do you need makeup for that? Do your friends need makeup for events and they're having their picture taken at the event? If somebody needs headshots, try to do makeup for that because then you can get a picture back from it, hopefully, if they'll let you. But do everything you can to try to grow your portfolio and put in quality pictures. You don't want pictures from your phone as your portfolio pictures. You need professional photos for your portfolio. That's the only way you're going to look legitimate. So do everything you can to grow your portfolio. And if you need to create your own photo shoots, photographers always feel like they have to put everything together. If you can put everything together, save up a little money to pay a photographer, I'd certainly recommend doing that. Even if you have a friend that's really good at taking pictures and they have a good DSLR, contact them and see if they can take pictures and you'll give them some Twizzlers in return. Whatever you need to do. Grow that portfolio. Put in good quality pictures and try to diversify your portfolio with different ethnicities, with different styles of makeup. And if you're looking to be more in the wedding industry, try to do more bridal. If you want more photo shoots, if you want more avant-garde, try to do that. But try to diversify your portfolio as much as possible because then you're going to get more work. Reason number 8, you aren't selling yourself for the next potential gig. So you always want to try to look ahead and let people know that you're available. Say you know somebody who's in high school and prom or homecoming is 6 months down the road. Go ahead and put a bug in their ear now. Let them know, hey, whenever it comes to that time, get in touch with me and I would be happy to do your makeup. Or you're working a wedding and you're talking to the bridesmaids that you're doing makeup on. Start talking to them, find out if they have any special events coming up, if they are getting married themselves, and let them know that you would be happy to work with them as well. Feel free to give out a little bit of a freebie like, hey, if you want to go ahead and book an appointment with me now, I'll give you a free touch-up kit. Something like that. Try not to discount your services, but people like freebies. Try to throw a freebie. Things like that will kind of put a bug in people's ear and make them want to hire you in the future. You always want to try to look for those future gigs. Reason number 9, and this is a touchy one sometimes. You may be struggling because you aren't charging enough for your services. You aren't putting a value on your service, and that is, it can be really touchy with some people. Some people feel like they just absolutely shouldn't be charging as much as another artist, or they feel weird charging too much. And the thing is, if you are a professional artist and you have a certain skill level, you need to be charging at least competitive pricing for your services. If you start charging too little for your services, then that kind of ruins it for other makeup artists, because then people think that they shouldn't be charging as much as they're charging. And it's a known thing in the artist community. Don't undersell yourself. Make sure you're charging competitive pricing. It's kind of a big deal, actually. So make sure you're charging enough for your services, and charge for upgrades, airbrush, lashes, under eye patches, things like that. Make sure you're charging for all of those things, because they are add-ons to what a typical service is, or it depends on how you want to structure your pricing, but just make sure you aren't underselling yourself with cheap prices. And lastly, number 10 is time management. People want you to work in a timely manner, and they also want you on time. I always try to get to my clients 15 minutes early, and that gives me time to set up and then start at our agreed time. I've had people tell me to wait in the car before. That's totally fine. I'd rather be early than be late and people be rushing. Also, work quickly without sacrificing the quality of your work. Try to get done in a good amount of time so people feel like they're getting beautiful makeup, but they're not sitting in your chair forever, because then that will drive them crazy and they're not going to want to keep having their makeup done if it's going to put them behind on whatever event they're going to. So make sure that you're staying on top of time and that you are on time yourself. I could continue with a longer list. Let me know in the comments if that is something that you are interested in. I hope this is helpful. We've all been struggling makeup artists, and we all have to work together and be kind to each other so that we can grow our businesses and all be successful. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment box down below. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks.